People in Philadelphia are once again required to wear masks inside due to an uptick in COVID-19 infections. It's the first major U.S. city to reinstate its face covering mandate. Nikki Battiste has been following this closely.
For the Philadelphia 76ers.
A glance at the crowd at last night's 76ers game, and you might not have known. Philadelphia's indoor mask mandate went into effect on Monday, as the city's Department of Public Health said that new COVID cases had increased by more than 50% in the last 10 days.
When masks have been mandated and when they haven't, have you seen a direct correlation in how your business is?
Yeah, when masks were mandated, people are less inclined to go out.
Yehuda Seychelles told us he believes the reinstated mandate is a mistake that could hurt his restaurant. He's not alone. A lawsuit filed against the city on Saturday claims the policy flouts the authority of state lawmakers.
Philadelphia actually did away with the CDC guidelines as a standard, and they've invented their own guidelines.
Because cases in Philadelphia County still qualify as low by the federal standard, the CDC suggests that people choose to wear a mask. But
the role of the CDC is really to provide minimum guidelines.
Dr. Celine Gounder is an infectious disease specialist and a former member of the Biden administration's COVID advisory board.
Local jurisdictions can choose to be more conservative based on the needs and desires of their local population.
Yeah, I probably would be upset if I lived in Philly.
Brian Ferrillo came from outside the city to see the Sixers play last night. And although he's not sold on the mandate,
if it gets me in to see the Sixers, I'll wear the mask.
And Nikki is here with us on set to discuss the reaction to this. Hi there, Nikki. I imagine there are some people who were probably getting used to not wearing the mask. So how are people now reacting to this?
Well, it's really a mixed bag. I just got back from Philly literally 2 minutes ago there for the past day, so I talked to several people. It's interesting, at the 76ers game last night, as you just heard in the piece, a lot of people were like, hey, just to get into this game, I'll put on the mask, but I'm not really thrilled about it. I was peeking in the window. Everyone had their masks on going through security, but once they were inside at the bar having something to eat, the masks came off, which makes sense when you're trying to eat. But the business owner that we heard, that was pretty much what a lot of the business owners, restaurant owners felt. Look, I don't want customers to have to wear masks because they don't want to bother coming in. It's a nuisance for them. And he said every time there's been a mask mandate, it hurts business. On the flip side, I spoke with a mother who has a child under 5 who can't get vaccinated living in Philadelphia. And she said, hey, this mask mandate is great. This helps protect my child who can't get a vaccine yet.
So the Pennsylvania Regional Public Transportation Authority said overnight it would not enforce the city's mask mandate on local transit. Has the city responded to SEPTA's ruling?
The city has not responded yet, and I imagine it's pretty tricky to come up with a response after what we saw by the ruling in Florida yesterday by a federal judge and the fallout from that. But to sort of explain how complicated this is, here's an example. In the Philadelphia International Airport, as it stands because of the city's mask mandate, you have to wear a mask in the airport, in the terminals. But now when you get on an airplane, if it's an airline that has said you don't need to wear a mask anymore, you can take it off, which is really pretty wild when you think about it. You get into this contained airplane and you can take off your mask, but you still have to wear one when you're in the airport.
Yeah, I imagine some people might be a little confused about that. But what can you tell us, Nikki, about the lawsuit over the weekend by business owners and some residents alleging that the mandate is illegal?
So the lawsuit sounds similar to the lawsuit that was filed, the judge addressed in Florida yesterday, in that they're saying, the businesses are saying, even residents, this is a step too far, that local health officials don't have the authority to mandate a mask. It's not a simple lawsuit, but that's the gist of what they're saying.
And Nikki, also Philadelphia reported yesterday that COVID-19 hospitalization, which is an important number, had doubled over the last week. And that is the clearest indicator that things are not going the way that they should be when it comes to COVID-19. So is the city considering other steps to reinstate if cases continue to climb, hospitalization specifically? The
city hasn't said if they're considering additional steps yet. I'm sure everyone's reevaluating what they're due after all of the news on public transportation. But to put this in context, when a Philadelphia resident said to me yesterday, why do we have to have a mask mandate again? There are only about 200 new COVID cases a day. But what local health officials say they were looking at is the increase. And there was a rapid increase of cases. If it keeps going at that pace, they have a serious problem. So it's important to put that into context, that not so much the number of cases they have at the moment, but the increase. They're worried about the Omicron subvariant BA2. And really are just trying to be cautious and not have happen in Philly and possibly the United States what has happened in some cities in Europe.
Nikki, thank you for making it so quickly. You were literally just in Philly.
Sprinting. That's why I lost my voice.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.